Hey friends! Okay, so first off, today is day 3. So me and my grandmother are gonna walk you through our 8 days in Israel. So first off, day number 1, we did a lot of traveling. We went to New York and we stayed all night, and then the next morning we got up and day 2, we got up and we flew from New York to Israel. It was a 10 or a 12-hour flight?
10.
It was a 10-hour flight. It was a lot. And so by it being 10-hour flight, we get here. So we leave. So day 2. Hey, say hello to my grandma.
Hello.
So day 2, we went to New York airport. We left around 1. We got to Israel around 5:30. Mm-hmm. So we got here at 5:30 on day 2. I only slept 6 hours on the flight. How many hours did you sleep?
Oh, I slept all the way.
Well, she slept the whole 10 hours. So yeah. It's funny that she slept all 10 hours, but then she falls asleep the whole entire second day. So second day, we get here at 5:30 and we get off. Everyone's exhausted because instead of going to the hotel and going to sleep, no, we're on our first tour, y'all. So the first day we went where? We went to the theater place.
We went to the Coliseum.
Yes.
Where they held plays and trials if necessary, and the chariot rides, and they built a stage later on, and Keyra was the star.
Of course. I was like, I'm going to be somebody on a stage, so I'm going down that Coliseum, and I'm going to put up some pictures too of how the Coliseum looks. And so I went down there, and I got on stage, and I was like, take me a picture, because I was like, I really believe that God has me on big stages. So it was nice. And then we ventured over did we see the Mediterranean Sea? Mm-hmm. So we went to an area where you could see the Mediterranean Sea. There was a wishing well. I threw a little, coin down there, made a wish. What else did we see? Oh, we saw an area where they used to say are pools for people back in the day. Remember the little area they said was like a pool for
where the people where they would carry the ill people, and they could put them in the water and they could be healed.
Oh, no. I remember day 2 is when we went to that.
You went down. I didn't go down.
Oh, okay. Well, there was an area where it was for the rich people, where they would have pools and having parties, and they were saying something about if you bring booze and food in, you have to go into an area where you had to regurgitate it up before you went out. It was different. It was lots of history. What else?
Mm-hmm. The stairs were straight down. That's why I couldn't go down. Remember?
Oh yeah. And then we also went to an area where they did the races for the horse races.
That's the Coliseum.
Coliseum, yes. Okay, so yeah, it was good. Day 2, to be honest with you, we were going off of she was going off 10 hours of sleep. But the time change was so different. It's 8 hours different here.
And my body did not switch. And it slept.
Let me
Every time I would sit down, I would go to sleep.
Literally, we was going to sleep on day 2. So Once we got back to the hotel, went to sleep, and then got up, and then day 3 was today. So day 3 was fun. We went this morning. We had to be on the bus by 7. We went to the Sea of Galilee. We did a boat ride, which is nice. I'm going to put some videos up there. What were we going to say?
We on the boat, we danced.
We did a dance,
we sang.
I didn't do any video.
They played our national anthem.
Yeah.
And
they raised the flag for us.
Right. The American flag.
The American flag, yeah. It was so funny. I look over at my grandma and I was like, Grandma, this is the first boat ride I've been on where I'm not twerking. She fell out laughing at me. And so, but it was true. I was like, I'm not used to being on the boat. I was like, yes, but you could truly feel the spirit of just of God. And it was just, it was beautiful, guys. After we went we did a ride on the Galilee. Then we also went to an area. Where was the area where we believe Jesus did his, it was what was it? What mountain?
Oh, the Beatitudes. Wait, the Sermon on the Mount. The Beatitudes.
Yeah. So we went to the area where he did the Sermon on the Mount, and we could tell why he could be on, this mountain and people could hear him, because when you talk up there, your voice projects so much. And so you know, because when they were saying like 5,000 people, which really was like 5,000 families versus people, that's a lot of people. So for our voices to project and for them to hear, they said that, you know, you could and you could. So it was nice to like walk in those footsteps too. Where else? We went down by the water where they used to do the fish. What was that called?
Oh, where Jesus was there and he was doing the breakfast. He was cooking the fish.
Yes. Okay. So where he did the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish, and he gave it out to everybody. So we went to that area. I'll also show videos of that. So it was a great day 3. What else? Did we do anything else that we should talk about? Oh, we went to Paul. We went to the area of where Paul had his, like, where he would do his sermons, and like, right?
Yeah.
His sermons.
Right. Where Paul was under house arrest, and he could do his sermons from there, and he wrote to the churches from there, making sure that they were continuing to follow the laws.
Yeah, so it's been so much history, y'all. I mean, today I did good. I only fell asleep twice. I do fall asleep. It's really on the rides to the different places because you get tired. We've been eating a lot of different food. I'll show you some of the foods that we've been eating. It's been an experience. So we've been in, where are we at? Right now we're going to Jerusalem tomorrow.
We're in Galilee.
We're in Galilee. So we're in, y'all pray for me because I'm trying to remember all the places we are and all the things. So we're in Galilee today. We spent 2 days in Galilee, and then we're going to Jerusalem for the rest of the time. So we're super pumped. What are we doing tomorrow? Do you remember? Oh, the Dead Sea. Oh no, today we forgot to talk about the most important thing. We got baptized in the Jordan River.
Yes, we did.
So day 3, we got baptized in the Jordan River. It was super awesome.
We both got baptized.
We both, yeah. So she came on this same trip 20 years ago, and then I don't know, it's been so great, like us doing it together this time. And so she's like, so many things have changed, but it was awesome, y'all. Like getting, I don't know, you can just, I don't know, you really can feel the spirit here. So we're super excited. We're going to tell you about day 4 tomorrow. So stay tuned.
Have a good night.
Yes. Okay. Do we want to say anything else, or you think that that's it for day 3?
I think that's it for day 3. We're going to go to bed because we will be on the move first thing in the morning.
Exactly. All right, guys. Peace. Okay, day 4 was so great. So we went, first off, we left Galilee and we are in our new hotel in Jerusalem, which you truly can feel like the Spirit of the Lord, which has been awesome. Speak of a great time, my grandma is here finally. I started recording without her. I'm like, where's she at? I'm about to take a shower. I gotta go. So we drove from Galilee to Jerusalem. And then once we got to Jerusalem, we stopped, on the way to Jerusalem, we came to the Dead Sea, and the Dead Sea was so nice. We saw areas where, like, there was caves where people, used to live, and all those great things. What would you say about that area?
Yeah, we saw shepherds.
Yeah, we saw shepherds. What were the other?
With the herds.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We saw shepherds leading the herd, which was nice. I'll do a video of that. Mm-hmm. What else did we see?
We saw the caves.
Yeah, we saw the caves, and then once we left the Dead Sea, we went to a store where there was like true Dead Sea like product, which was nice. I got some stuff for like dark spots. Grandma, what did you get?
I got some stuff for my bag.
Okay, for her bags. I also got some mud, which is supposed to be really great, and if it's true Dead Sea product, it's supposed to be magical, but you have to believe. Like, if you don't believe, then of course it doesn't necessarily it doesn't work. I thought about getting my parents some arthritis things, but we don't know if they'll believe. So we did it. And then we got to Jerusalem. We went to the southern wall. Where else did we? In the temple area.
And we went to the western wall too.
Yeah, so we went to the southern wall first. Then we went where I put this on Instagram, where I have like the 3 big gates where they where there was like steps where Jesus was. So it was super awesome. I'll put some videos of that. Then we went to the western wall where I went up to the wall. I think my grandma, last time she was here, she touched the wall and she prayed on the wall. This time I did that. I touched the wall and I prayed for so many people. And I'm super excited to see, I could feel the Spirit of the Lord. It was awesome. What did we do next? Then we walked through,
The old city.
Yes, we walked through the old city. We saw the area where Jesus was born, which we'll see a little bit more of that tomorrow. We just kind of like went by because, honey, her legs started hurting. The shops, yes. We walked through like the area where the shops were. Her legs started hurting. We got fresh pomegranate juice, which was awesome. She made it through because she's a soldier. Yes.
I made it through.
Yes.
With the help of all of the group. They were so sweet.
Yes, everyone's super awesome.
Yes.
Then we got on the bus and we finally made it to our hotel. We ate and now we're sitting about to take a shower and we're excited about day 5. Day 5, we're going to actually go in the Dead Sea. So y'all, we're ready. We're going to give you a full update tomorrow of day 5. Love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. All right. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Day 6. Sorry, guys. You get to see me without my wig on. It is what it is. I'm tired. She's about to take a shower. So we wanted to do a recap. So today we actually got into the Dead Sea. It was so great. We found like crystals that were like, well, it was like salt.
They are salt.
Yeah, salt crystals. Do I have it? Where is it?
I did it.
You'll get it? Okay. That was super cool. We tasted a little and it's bitter salt. That was really awesome because in the Dead Sea, there's literally no living animals. There's nothing.
No living.
Nothing except us that were in there.
Salt.
Yeah, so it's salt that crystallized once it came up. We also went to the, what was the name of that? It was something with the M.
Masada.
Masada, where they had their kingdom, that they had like 3 levels of kingdom, like I guess a palace. So we saw one of the palaces that were still up. We saw like the steam area where they would do like the sauna. We also saw like the baths if the Romans ever wanted to like be friends with them. But of course the Romans were not friends with them. They basically made everyone kill themselves so they wouldn't be slaves, right?
Right.
We also saw the tree where, who was it? Was it Solomon's tree? It was like a tree that Solomon made the temple out of.
Oh, yes, the ash tree.
Yes, so we saw
the
that.
Wood.
Yes.
These are the trees.
Yes.
That he got the wood from.
Correct. Is there anything else you want to add? Take that as a note.
Today, we started off in the rain.
Yeah, we did start in the rain.
Yeah, so we were wet. But we were able to see a lot of the historical sites that really are not actually in the original place, but they have been recreated by people near the original site.
Correct.
And so we visited those places and learned the history about them.
So much history is in Jerusalem. Like, it's crazy. So tomorrow we're going to Bethlehem. We're doing some more things in Jerusalem. The second half of the day, we basically were in the Dead Sea. We just like sat there. We put the mud on ourselves. Yes. We prayed. We sang. It was a good time. Anything else? I feel like that was really it for day 6.
That's about it.
Okay. Day 6 is over with. Day 7, here we come. Woo! Peace.
Peace.
Woo woo. Day 7. Y'all, I'm just about out of energy. We got one more day before we head back. And I just found out that we actually are going to be in New York for a day. So I'm like, Lord Jesus, help me. But anywho, today we went to the Garden Tomb, which was super awesome. We went where they didn't necessarily bury Jesus, but they laid Jesus down. They laid him down on Friday, and of course Saturday is the Sabbath day, so then they had to leave him all day Saturday, and then they went Sunday, and he was gone. He had risen. So that was super awesome, being in that space. I took a picture. I'll make sure I post it. It was super great. And then the next place we went to, do you have anything to say about the Garden of, what is it, Garden of Tomb or Tomb of Garden? Garden Tomb?
The Garden Tomb.
Yes.
Where we went.
And then the next place we went to was the shepherd fields, where where shepherds take their cattle and all that, but
not cattle, but the sheep.
sheep's, cattle's. I'd be feeling like it's the same stuff, but it's not. Sheep and cattle's are different, guys. Make sure you remember that. And also we saw the field where Boaz and Ruth were like basically doing work. Go ahead.
Where Boaz owned the field.
But he still got out there and did a little work.
No, he didn't. He rode his horse. He didn't actually work. His servants worked, and they reaped the harvest. And Ruth, but that's where he and Ruth met.
Correct.
That's where she was gleaning, and she was. He allowed her to pick the grain for her and her mother-in-law Naomi.
Yes, so that was super awesome. Then we went to Bethlehem, where we went to an area where they like hand carved wood. We also went to Bethlehem and we saw where Jesus was born. Like, wow, we actually touched it. I'll actually post a picture.
Touched the star.
Yeah, we touched the star. The Star of David. And then we also saw where they laid Jesus down after he had been born. Go ahead.
And the original ceiling of the cave is still there. So Keyra and I touched that.
Yeah, that was
put our little hands up there and touched it.
It was actually like, it was crazy. I was like, wow, this is amazing. What else did we do? I think that was really it. We were gonna go and see where Rachel had been buried, but I don't think we had time. There was actually quite a few people there.
And we went to the museum.
We went to the museum also, and then we also went to the oldest church in the world. And I'll actually post the video of like how it looked. There was real gold in there. It was beautiful. So wherever, the oldest church in the world is Nativity. Thank you. Once we went down to touch the Star of David, the cave was in there, which was awesome because they basically built the church on top of that. Correct?
Right.
Okay, just want to make sure. There's so many stories.
3 religions go there to worship. And they still go.
Yeah, so they have like 3 different doors that 3 different religious members come in. So it was awesome. I also have a video of us like walking through. So it was a really filled day. We were tired. We're about to rest before dinner, and then tomorrow we have the last little bit, and then we go to New York for a couple of hours before we jump back to Dallas. So yes, I will see you day 8. It was awesome. We learned so much, and until then, peace. Okay, guys, it is day 8. We're at the airport. We are tired. We have a flight at 12 a.m. We'll make it to New Jersey at about 5 a.m. So we have a 12-hour flight. We're so excited. And no, this is not my grandmother. I have Cynthia filling in for my grandmother because my grandmother is tired. And I said, well, Cynthia is going to be my help today. So today, on our last day, we went to the Mountain of Olives, right? That's the name of it. So we went there. We took a nice, cute picture. I'll make sure I post that picture for you guys. Also, we went down and we just talked about like how David's area was, right? Like you could see all the stories in the Bible started to really make sense. And I will tell you this, next time I come to Jerusalem, we were in Jerusalem, but next time I come to Israel, I make sure that I read the Old Testament again. So we went down, he kind of showed us some different areas. After we went to the the Mount of Olive, we went to, where did we go next? We jumped back on the bus and we went to, it was the church. Right?
Church of All Nations.
Church of All Nations, which was nice. So we walked through where we saw the oldest olive. Well, it's not the oldest tree in Jerusalem, but it was the oldest olive tree, which was 2,000 years old. And I thought that was kind of cool. And then we also went into the church. It was a different experience because, of course, that this is the land of a lot of Jews. So there's a lot of different religions here. So it was nice to kind of experience, how they worship, how they do certain things. After we left there, we went to the Garden of
Gethsemane.
Oh my goodness, this was my favorite part. Okay, so we had Pastor get up and preach. Did you have anything to say about Olive? I didn't even ask you the Mountain of Olive or the church that you want to add.
Pretty much it.
Okay, cool. So when we went to the garden though, and we had Pastor Williams go up there, and
Pastor Campbell, he prayed.
correct, and did a devotional,
Yes.
read a scripture. I mean, and then they had us like go off and like pray for like 20 minutes. So me,
Oh my God. That was...
it was so, to me, that was the most breathtaking part of this whole entire trip. Like, that was my number one thing that I was saying I loved about this trip. And I truly feel like, because I'm usually nervous to pray. And when I was praying with my grandmother, I just felt like, I felt so uplifted, and I felt like God is like giving me more courage and more confidence to pray. And so I don't know, I just felt the presence of the Lord, like the Holy Spirit. It was, to me, that was the aha moment. What about you? What was your experience?
It just strengthened my spirit just to go off and pray in the Garden of Gethsemane. It was just amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah. So after we did that, we jumped on the bus. We went to lunch, and then after lunch, we went back to Bethlehem. But right, did we go to Bethlehem? Right? We went back. No, it was another church. We go so many places. It's hard to digest everything because you go so many places, so much he talks about. We also saw like a cemetery of all these Jews too. So like we went quite a few places. So it's kind of hard to like take it all in. I try to give you guys a recap, but obviously you should come out to Israel and Jerusalem to have the experience for yourself. But we went to we went to the
Holy Sepulchre?
Yes, Holy Sepulchre. Yes, so we went down and we saw another tomb. There was two. So this had to be a rich person, a rich man. We don't know who exactly the tomb was for because this is the only tomb that is exposed to the public, which was super like aha moment. But we got down, we went in there, and we saw like the two areas where they can lay bodies of someone who is fairly wealthy. Because if you're not necessarily wealthy, they just like let you kind of, die and just have your bones and put it in a box. But if you're wealthy, you get a tomb. So we went and saw that. That was cool. I thought that was, different. And then after that, my arm hurts. I think after that, we went to church. Oh, and then we went shopping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went shopping.
The Old Jerusalem, the market.
The Old Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to the Old Jerusalem, the market. We shopped. She got a lot of stuff. I got a few things. I got, it depends on what you want to bring back to people, but it was overall a really good day. And I will say today was probably my favorite day just because I love that moment of us praying. But now we're at the airport. We tired and we ready to get on back to our normal life. So yay! But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I love you guys. I'm gonna do another recap of how I feel a little later. But I love you guys. Peace. So wow, guys, it was a great trip. Some things that I didn't highlight in some of the videos. First off, you're gonna come for me and be like, you went from 4 to 6 days. So by the days being different, I don't know, like, I don't think we missed a day because everything, when I went through, everything looked correct. So I think I just messed up on saying day 6. It was really day 5, and then 6, 7, and then the 8th day was us traveling. So anywho, one of the things that I didn't mention was that fish that you saw earlier was some of the food that I said. Fun fact, that was the Peter fish. You know how when God went out, they were doing the fisherman things and they weren't being able to get any fish, and then he was like, throw out your nets over here, and they like grabbed all this fish. That was Peter's fish. So that was super fun. Not fun, but that was like cool. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm eating Peter's fish, honey. But overall, I feel super renewed. I'm very happy to be back home. I am doing my best to recover because my body is like, hold up. This jet lag is serious. So, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I absolutely loved vlogging. So, you best believe the next trip I go on, baby, I'm gonna be vlogging. I'm a vlogger. Okay, sorry. But anyways, I love you guys. Jake wants to say hi. Say what up to the people. Okay, anyways, love you guys. Next week, I'm giving you an update. Episode 2 of my dating life in Dallas. Okay, see you then.
Oh my gosh, there she is. It's Keyra Ford. Keyra Ford. You don't know what? Never heard? Oh my gosh, she's played every time.